Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another library haul video. If you're new to this channel, I do this library book haul every week and I borrow at least 10 picture books for my daughter who is 28 months old right now. So I thought I would share this haul whenever I can. The first book I'm going to share with you is this book called Me and My Cars by Liesbet Slegers. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. And I really love this book. It's a board book type and the pages, although it's not hard, it's hard enough or firm enough that it won't really tear when you turn the page. So even your child can turn the page. And there's so many pages. There are like about 56 pages of pictures and it's all about vehicles. So I'll show you a few. There's the car that you normally find, a bus. This one, it's something that you rarely see in a toddler's book, camper. So they get to learn new vehicles. There's an ice cream truck, a moving van. There are simple sentences that are easy to understand. A limousine, semi-truck, a tanker, a car transporter. This is a really good read, especially when you can get 56 pages worth of vehicles to learn and read about. The next book I'm gonna share with you is called Cat Writes Song by Greg Foley. The main character is a cat and the story is about how one day it's raining and the cat decided to write and sing a song. And when she finished the song, the rain stopped pouring. See, it became sunny and she thought that her song made the rain go away, so why not spread this song and who knows, it might help others. So she went on, met with dog, and she noticed that dog didn't bark at her, which is amazing. So she thinks that's because of the song. And then she went and passed Turtle, and as she was singing, Turtle found his missing sock. So she thought it was because of the song too. She went on to find more friends and sang her song. But one person didn't manage to get help. So it's this rabbit who didn't get a skateboard fix. So she started to get a little sad because her song didn't work. Then the bird noticed that the cat was feeling sad and asked what's wrong. And the cat explained the situation and the bird decided to help cat. The bird gathered all the friends that cat had met just now and they all sang the song together. It felt amazing and cat was happy. In the end, cat decided that the song did make everything better again. So it's a really cute, fun story. I think kids would enjoy. My daughter likes the part where we sing the song, like it's just meow 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 meow, but she finds it funny and she constantly wants to look at the pages to see what the cat does. So I would recommend this book just for the fun of it. The next book I'm going to share with you is called In a Village by the Sea by Muon Thi, illustrated by April Chu. Illustration is really gorgeous. As you can see over here, it's finely drawn, well colored. I really love just the composition of it. I really love that. So here they have, in that house high above the waves is a kitchen. So you see there's a kitchen in this house. And then you get closer. In the kitchen is a bright glowing fire. So there's like a short sentence on every page that's easy to read, easy to point out. And then in that fire is a pot of steaming noodle soup. And then on it goes. One thing leads to another until finally the dog comes upon a hole where there's a cricket or a grasshopper painting a scene from the sea. And it cycles back again. Well, sort of. It goes to a fisherman on a boat in the sea and the fisherman is thinking about his family and the house. And this is the ending of it. Where in that house is a family waiting for him to come home. I think it's a really short, simple, beautiful book that allows the kid to follow the instructions or the sentences that are being read, following the scenes and what it comes about to. So it's a really simple, good book to read. The next book I want to share is called Boom's Not Tweety by Doreen Cronin. Doreen Cronin is also the author of a book called Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type. That's a pretty popular board book. If you've not heard of it, go check it out in the bookstore. It's really one of a favorite among kids. And then the illustrator, which is Renata Liesbet, is also the illustrator of a bestseller book called The Quiet Book and The Loud Book. Also one of the popular picture books out there. So do check it out if you can. This book, I borrowed it because it's similar to a book that I like by Kit Chase, and it's about 3 animals, 3 friends going about their daily lives being friends. It shows 3 different animals going about their daily life in their own way. Here they have the bird wants to remain on the tree, the bear wants to go somewhere, and Snot, which is the snail, wants to wait. So on and on it goes on each page, where the 3 friends do different things in their own way, depending on the situation. You can see they have different approaches to different situations, and Snail seems to be the one that's enjoying herself. But despite their differences, they still remain friends. So here you have Bear just sitting still, Bird wants to come closer, and Snot not saying anything at all. And they are still the best of friends. I think this is a very good book to read, to let kids understand that they may have friends that have different opinions about different situations, and that's okay. As long as they stay friends and be good to each other, that's all that matters. So it's a really good book to read, and I highly recommend it. The next book I'm gonna share is called Penguin Problems by Jory, John, and Lane Smith. And the cover is just all about penguins over here. This book, it's a really interesting book. Maybe a little bit difficult for toddlers to understand, but if you explain it to them, they will understand it. And it's basically about this penguin that's being negative all the time, looking at things around it, being all negative, saying all just negative things about it. So here, there's penguin complaining about waking up too early, that it's cold, that there's so many penguins around making a noise, it's too bright, you know, just complaining everywhere. Why is there a big whale? Okay, it's chasing after it, wants to eat it. Penguin also wishes for something that it could not change, like, you know, he wishes he could fly but he can't. And then he also looks at the rest of the penguins on how they all just look the same. And I guess Penguin just wants to feel special and started to feel really depressed and sad about it. But Walrus comes and explain to Penguin that, you know, there's a brighter side to things, you know, you can look at the world in a different manner and then be positive about it. So Penguin was at first upset why Walrus is just talking to him, but you know, after a while Penguin thought, no, you know what, I do like the mountains and the ocean, and then I do have friends and family which I love. So this book, I think it teaches kids how to see things in a more positive light, and you know, probably help deal with some of their daily problems. Not a whole lot, but still you get the gist of it. I think it's a good book to read still. The only issue I have is this page, which it's very lengthy. So you could probably just read this through first and summarize it to your kid, because my daughter, who is 28 months old as you well know, could not sit through this page. It was just too long. I did not expect this page. But the pictures were cute. It had penguins, which is one of her favorite animals, and it teaches a good lesson. So I would recommend this book. Just, you know, go get it anyway. The next book I'm gonna share with you is a famous author which I have shared with you in the previous videos, and it's called Let's Play by Herve Tullet. So similar to previous books that I've shared, it's all about dots and lines, and they have instructions on every page on what to do to that circle or line. And it's an interactive book, soft pages, but firm enough that it won't really tear that easily, so your kid could turn the pages. So here you have all about circle. You're supposed to tap on it, you're supposed to follow the lines, go up and down. And then there's this circular ones over here, which my daughter loves because I do this sound effect as I go along, like whoa, whoa. You see, like this one over here. So you just repeat it until you get to the end of this page. And then there's this yellow dots, and then the cause of effect by following the instructions, how it changes on the next page. So she really enjoyed this book and the previous books of this author. So I really recommend this book. You can't go wrong from borrowing this or buying this. And then there's this one going up the stairs. Because it's Halloween, she has been seeing a lot of these Halloween related videos on YouTube, and she's discovered this thing called Ghost, and she's not scared of it, she's just entertained by the existence of ghosts. So when she saw this, she said, "Oh, ghost, ghost," and I was like doing whoa, whoa, doing all these creepy ghost sounds. So she loved that. So you could add some sound effects to make this book reading interesting. And on it goes until at the end of the page it'll ask you, do you want to play some more? And a really fun book to have and add to your shelf. The next book I'm going to share with you is called Pandora by Victoria Turnbull. I've shared with you another title before by the same author in my previous videos. Do check it out. And what I love about this author is the illustrations that's in the book. So see here you have this picture of a fox, and then this landscape over here, really gorgeous, a little bit creepy or fantasy-like, but still entertaining to look at. So this book is about a fox that lives in the world of broken things. So as you can see by this vast landscape, how lonely it seems and empty. One day, Fox found a bird that had hurt itself. So Fox decided to take care of the bird until it mended. And every day, the bird brings something back. It brings back seeds, and it became such a constant thing that Fox didn't feel lonely anymore. But one day, bird did not come back. So Fox began to feel sad again and lonely until something started growing out of the box where the seeds are kept. And all this, day by day, the world appeared a little less gray because there's flowers, there's a lot of things that makes the world that it lives in less stark. Till one morning, Pandora woke up in the warmth of the sun to hear the sound of birdsong. So because this thing grew so much, it invited the bird back, or other birds, I don't know, and made the world less empty. See how the landscape has changed? And it became a land of living things. I think it's a really beautiful book that shows beautiful pictures. It's a really good book to read if, let's say, you're teaching your kid gardening. If your kid complains about, labor that goes into gardening, you could read this book to them and explain, how the world or the garden changes the surroundings to make things look more beautiful, to make you feel much happier, and who knows, they might just start enjoying gardening. So I recommend this book. If not for gardening, it's because it's just a really beautiful story with beautiful illustration. The next book I'm going to share with you is called Playdates Rule by McClurkan. This one. So this boy over here has a playdate, and the playdate is an elephant, which is odd, but in this book it's nothing unusual. The day starts off with his friend, his playdate arriving, and he's excited. The parents are also excited for him, but when they discover that it's an elephant, they started to worry. They do have fun together, but as a result, being an elephant, I guess, it created a lot of mess, as you know how playdates sometimes cause around the house. The parents started running through list of rules around the house. Like here, rule number 1, no running in the house. Rule number 2, you can only use inside voices. You can run around and make all the nice noise you want outside. So they went outside, but then rule number 3 is play only in your own yard, not other neighbors' yards. And then on it goes, list after list of rules. Till suddenly, now this is a good page. The book turns and it becomes this long picture of the elephant who was jumping on this trampoline, ends up in the roof, causing a hole. Now that's a really expensive thing to fix. So they get the fireman to help the elephant out. And then the elephant does feel sad and worried about the amount of damage it has caused, but the boy said, don't worry, we'll take care of it. Boy oh boy. The parents are all, what are we gonna do? We have to fix everything. But the boy is all excited and can't wait for the first day of school, I guess with a friend, the elephant. A really cute book, and especially if you have kids that want to have friends come over and have a play date session playing around in your own house, you could read them this book and then introduce them the rules of the house, so that they in turn will learn how to play nicely and not cause the same kind of damages this book had. Next book I'm going to recommend or share with you is called The Very Fluffy Kitty, Papillon by A.N. Kang. I've read another book of this author before. It's something to do with the cat needing to go to the vet. Let's see here. So Papillon is a big kitty. He's not fat, he's fluffy, and because he's fluffy, he floats or flies or drifts, I don't know, but this is a cat that can fly. It is fun and all for the cat to fly. It has fun. See, like this is one of the things that the owner does, dresses the cat up in costumes just to weigh it down so that the cat won't fly away. But the cat refused to wear them. So, because the cat loves to fly. And one day, the cat flew away and got itself lost. It was following the bird and flew into a forest or a jungle and got itself lost. It met with all these different animals and it started to get scared because it wanted to eat the cat. So now the cat wants to go home, and what does the cat do? The cat starts dressing itself up just to weigh itself down. But it doesn't really work because it's just leaves and vines. But the bird came around and decided to help a friend by leading the way back home. So here is a scene where the cat found its way home. The owner decided to build a birdhouse on the cat so that it weighs the cat down and get to spend time with a friend who lives in the birdhouse. So that's a really cute story. Cute illustration, cute story. I really recommend this book just for the laughs. The last book I'm gonna share with you is called Rot, the Cutest in the World by Ben Clanton. So Rot is a potato. Say, this is Rot. He sure is cute, isn't he? Probably the cutest creature in this book. Maybe even the cutest in the whole world? Let's find out. So this book is about a potato called Rot, and it thinks that it's the cutest thing in the world. One day, it discovered a contest about who is the cutest in the world, so it decided to join this contest and believes that it is so cute that it would win this contest, no doubt about it. But the potato encountered 3 cute animals. and started to doubt himself because they were saying nasty things about Potato, like how ugly he is, and then Potato was thinking about, you know, sabotaging them or getting revenge, but then decided, no, it's not a nice thing to do to other contestants, so decided to instead change itself to be more like them. So decided to wear fake bunny ears, but it doesn't really work. So it got so sad, thinking that it's not cute anymore, and decided, you know, I'll just be myself. So that's what Potato did. Decided to be himself, put on his best smile, show his best side, and then guess what happened? He won the contest because those are rotting fruits that are the judges. Isn't that funny? The contestants didn't believe it, but Potato don't care because he won the contest and agrees back to his original thinking that it is the cutest in the world. So a really cute and funny book, and I think it helps kids to understand that, you know, in the contest it is okay if there are other contestants that you think are better than you. Just be yourself, try your best, and you never know the outcome. So that's all I have for this library book haul. I hope you enjoyed the books that I recommended or shared with you in this video. There were 10 picture books, and if you want to see more of my other library book haul videos, do subscribe to my channel. I do also come up with other videos if you're interested to look at that. And with that, see you next time. Bye!